Niagara Falls is the home to one of the most beautiful natural wonders of the world. However, it is also the home to Ontario's most unnatural wonder, a sea circus that goes by the name
Marineland.
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 Most people know Marineland as an animal exhibition and amusement park that has brought smiles to tourists' faces since 1961. However, not everyone loves Marineland. While activists have protested Marineland for over 20 years, it is only recently that former employees have come forward to give us a real look into what the public doesn't see. The public sees playful animals from fond childhood memories, while former employees claim to see these animals as victims of neglect, abuse, and in extreme cases, death. Most of these animals are kept in small cages that don't allow them to get the proper exercise they need to be healthy. An optimum environment is one that replicates natural conditions. This is the key to the animal's health. However, images appearing on social media do not depict a utopian landscape. Does this look more like a natural environment or a prison? Many who visit Marineland can remember the pungent smell of chlorine. When chlorine is overused in fresh water, numerous skin, eye, and occasionally lung infections develop.
Chlorine is basically a poison. It can cause all kinds of problems if it's in too high a concentration in the water. And I think one problem that it causes is irritation to the eyes, so that you'll often see dolphins. Certainly I've seen them at Marineland when there's been a strong chlorine smell. And some of the pinnipeds, so the seals and sea lions, swimming with their eyes closed because they're irritated by the chlorine. My understanding is that it also can lead to skin sloughing and other issues. I'm not overly familiar with all of the effects, but I've heard they can be severe when the concentrations are high.
Went into work, and I had on my phone an email typed up to the administrator, and I was ready to give my 2 weeks. And basically, I'd felt as though I'd reached my limits, but I thought, I didn't have the guts to pull the trigger because I knew what it meant. And I was sitting on a desk, and I could see into the hall, into the barn, and I could see one of my colleagues. And I looked down, and I could smell it. I could smell it already. I knew what had happened the night before. Again, another instance of chlorine being dumped into the water. And it just beat me up so much to think that I would have to walk through there and see what I was going to see again. And I didn't have the strength anymore. I just felt sick. And I looked over at my colleague and I said, I don't know how we're going to keep doing this. And he said, you know what we like about you, Philly? We keep throwing more shit at you and you keep taking it. And that was it.
There is one particular dolphin in the video that I shot. Rick O'Barry calls him the most abused looking animal he has ever seen. And Rick has worked with hundreds, if not thousands of animals. This particular dolphin was an older animal, semi-retired, and relegated to this warehouse.
This is Duke, and when I first came here in 1991, it was really Duke that brought me here. And some undercover footage that Kara Sands shot inside the warehouse of Duke and all of the others. You can see, if you look closely, his face is all scarred up. You can see what they call rake marks. This is from biting and fighting. His eyes are damaged, his jaw is damaged. And we actually found a place in the Turks and Caicos Islands to rehabilitate Duke, and it wouldn't have cost John Holler anything. And he wouldn't do it. He let Duke die here.